Without a doubt, this case between Amber and Johnny has essentially become an unending series of secrets getting revealed, and while many of these revelations in recent time have been about Amber working with the media to change the narrative around the case, there have also been a couple of revelations directly related to the case, and boy do I have news for you. So, what is this big revelation that has come up about the case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? One of the many things Amber's people have been doing to change how the general public sees things with this case has been to twist any information relating to the case as much as they can, and in their most recent endeavor, they tried to make Johnny's description of his severed finger incident into a joke. But boy did it backfire. But I do have to hand it to them, it has been a pretty difficult job twisting things, but they have still kept at it. However, the facts do not lie, and the thing about them making these moves is that regardless of the situation is that it'll only lead to people doing more research about the entire thing, and that's been the case recently. And here, it wasn't even a random person that found out something big. It was actually a famous writer on social media. The individual released a document that didn't actually come into evidence when the trial was on. And boy was this huge. The document released was a witness statement from the first person that actually interacted with Johnny after the incident where the Pirates of the Caribbean star lost his finger in Australia, and they revealed that Johnny's wound was actually clean before he was taken to the hospital. Per the witness, Malcolm Connolly's statement, Amber appeared at the door and then came close to the car, screaming and crying, calling out words along the lines of, "Are you just going to leave it like this? You effing coward." Then she was saying, "I love you. I love you. Is this how you are going to end this?" She was not making a lot of sense. One second she was begging Johnny not to leave the house, and then she was screaming at him for running away. She was absolutely hysterical. I was worried that she might start throwing objects at Johnny or at myself, as I had seen her throw objects before. For example, I had seen her lob a fork in Janie's general direction once. Another time I recall she threw a lighter at him, another time a can of Coke. I knew that we needed to get out of there as soon as possible. The witness also revealed that he wasn't even the only one that was with the actor right after the incident occurred, as he revealed that he had one of his friends over at the time. He also stated that he had to perform first aid on the wound, and that even though he is certified in that line, it still wasn't enough to stop the bleeding. And this was when he decided it was time to call a medical practitioner, which was why he called Dr. Kipper's nurse Debbie, as she had been allocated an apartment in the same block. This revelation was pretty huge, and it caused quite the rift online, with fans coming after Amber and her people. One user wrote, "Love how Amber's supporters make a comment which they think it's a solid argument against Johnny, and then when someone proves them wrong and offers a more realist point of view, they turn their comments off. Truth hurts, I guess. I know all of this evidence is beyond compelling to corroborate Johnny's story, but I also recognize that it is possible for you to still have doubts about this whole thing." On that note, an actual surgeon also confirmed that Johnny's description of the events that happened was actually possible.
Well, the nature of the injury was he had what we describe as a comminuted fracture of the distal phalanx, meaning there was a fracture of the tip of the finger, and comminuted meaning that there were multiple pieces. So this is some type of blunt force with a high mechanism of injury. He also sustained loss of the tissue along what's called the ulnar side of the finger towards the little finger. And this appeared, based upon my review of the picture.
Well, if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. But still, tell us what you think about these facts in the comments section.